Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 7 of my 96 Ford Ranger XLT Sidestep flare side project. As you know from my other episodes, especially episode 6, which was yesterday, I had all this stuff taken apart, and finally I put everything back together again. The steering column, now my ignition finally works. Feel great about it. I put all the panels back, including the armored one. Since I did the kill switch to, stop the engine, now my engine stops from the ignition being fixed. I feel like I did the work, so why not just leave it, right? I'm not going to dismantle it, So I just put it there. I'm going to cover it up with something later, I think. But that will be for, shutting it off when I need to, for long periods of time if I don't use it. And as you can see, my start button is there. Another thing was that my speedometer didn't work, right? So it just bothered me that I had all the panels up already, and I, might as well take out the instrument panel and see what's up. Not to mention the fact that it was all dusty and dirty everywhere, from the use of this vehicle over the years as an asphalt company vehicle. Anyway, so I took these all the bolts off there. It was quite a lot of them, 1, 2, 3, and then inside the panel there was plenty more stuff. So it was, a little tedious, but nevertheless, I took the instrument panel off. I took it inside, cleaned it up, and I didn't see a speedometer cable go into it, so I'm thinking to myself, the guy must have, removed it or something. But so I said, okay, the hell with it. I'm not gonna do it anymore, and I just put the instrument panel back after it was cleaned up, and much to my surprise, I took it around the block just to drive, and the speedometer mysteriously started working again. So now I've got the ignition fixed, the speedometer now works, the instrument panel cluster is cleaned, my kill switch is installed, the panels have all been replaced. I need to obviously go do a once-over on that. I put the fuel pump cutoff switch back to where it was again. I have to work on the radio. I have an old Acura Legend double DIN radio that I'll just get the harness for and stick that in, no big deal. And also the latches for the sliding windows, I put some latches on there. So now it at least, closes from the inside and sort of locks, So my next thing is trying to figure out why my dome light doesn't work, That works, and that works, but it being in the middle and opening the door doesn't work. So I'm thinking it's just the bulb, and I'm gonna go check it out now. So I removed the cover, and well, that light bulb was busted, but I don't have a middle dome light. It's only designed for left and right. There is no dome light. It's kind of stupid. Of course, I do have to eventually try to get that fixed if I ever want to pass inspection. Got a little spider there too. I think some of that stuff can be fixed. So now that I've gotten kind of a handle on that, finally that ignition's fixed. I really got to tackle this now. Never ending. Oh boy. So it's raining right now in Long Island, and I've started to do a little bit more body work now. This part here was all pushed in. There was a huge dent in there, which explains so much Bondo, The right way to do it, of course, is to take out the backing and then bang it out. But That's really a lot of work for, you know, really not worth the trouble, to be honest with you. As long as it looks okay, it's good enough for me, you know. It's nothing like, you know, a restoration or anything like that by any means. So the door is now painted. And now I'm working on this front fender. That front fender that looked just horrible. Remember how that big gouged part on the top there? And then fixing some dents in here and scratches. You know, it looks pretty good with, you know, primer on it. But after this dries, gonna probably wet sand it a little bit and then put my black base coat over it. So remember today, put the whole dash together. The speedometer now works. Ignition now works. My kill switch is installed. Over there somewhere. Got to get a bulb for that silly thing since I broke it trying to take it off. Got some Bondo going on over here. Gonna clean this out eventually and rhino spray it. I have I bought this stuff here. Duplicolor truck bed spray. That ought to make it look better. Definitely better than this, for sure. And then so I'm just waiting for my new hanger, not hanger, bracket. Remember for that, it's still hanging there. And that should be good to go. So thanks for joining me today on my restoration. Today was episode 7. Stay tuned for episode 8 of my 96 Ranger project. Goodbye from Long Island on a rainy day.